In 2013, the Chiefs capped off a remarkable couple of seasons, winning their second straight Super Rugby title. 10 years on, they look to keep their campaign for a third alive here this afternoon against the only team to beat them so far in their record-breaking season, the Reds. Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa, nei mai haere mai ki Kirikiri Roa Hamilton. Beautiful day here in the mighty Waikato for quarter-final rugby. Jeff McTainch in commentary alongside me for this one. Ka te nana, tēnā koe KT, cannot wait for this.
Oh, kia ora koutou katoa, ngā mihi kia koutou e tēnei ahi. Can the Reds shock the Super Rugby Pacific comp again and upset the minor premiers on home pitch? Well, their starting lineup looks like this. Penny Rawai, Seth Whaangase, bookend Matt Fesler up front. It's an unchanged second row with Angus Blythe and Ryan Smith getting the start once again. Dynamic Blues trio sees Seru Iru link in with the impressive Fraser McReight and the untamed Harry Wilson. The point guard, Tate McDermott, skippers from the 9 jersey with the young buck Tom Liner at first 5. It's a dangerous centre pairing combo with the classy James O'Connor and Filipo Daugunu. And warning signs with his back three, Josh Fluke and the dynamic Suliasi Vunivalu on the wings present danger, and Jock Campbell patrols the back. To the finishers, Zane Nongor adds steel and Taj Annan, the junior Wallaby, can jam. The Reds are coached by Brad Thorne.
Well, Chiefs coach Clayton McMillan has had the luxury of bringing back some well-rested players for the quarter. Up front, All Black powerhouse Samisoni Taukei'aho returns at hooker, bookended by the returning Aidan Ross and former Ireland international John Ryan. Josh Lord returns from injury in the second row after his last outing, also against the Reds, alongside Brodie Retallick in game number 127. An all-new back row for the Chiefs. Captain Sam Cane returns alongside Samipini Finau, and a late change Peter Gasoa-Kula in for Luke Jacobson. Chiefs dynamic duo returned for knockout rugby. Brad Weber and Damian McKenzie in the halves. Injury to Alex Nankivell sees Rameka Poiepi return to midfield at second 5'8". Anton Leonard-Brown out to centre. Sean Stevenson again leading a back three. He'll be relishing conditions this afternoon. Eteni Nanaisaturu and Moni Narua on the wings. Power off the pine, Luke Jacobson there this week. The talented Cortez Ratima to add intensity later in the game. Good crowd in for this, 14,000 pre-sold. Let's get conditions sideline. Taylor Johnson, Tolofa Taylor.
Malulava, Jeff, stunning afternoon here in Hamilton, but there is a strong wind blowing from right to left, as you see on your screens. The Reds won the toss and will have that strong wind behind them when they kick off. But as you said, over 15,000 people already here, and the crowd is out in full force with the cowbells.
Well, here comes Tate McDermott and the Reds. They produced one of the upsets of the season a few weeks ago in New Plymouth, ending the Chiefs' winning run. Since then, though, they've lost 3 straight. A heavy defeat at the hands of the Fijian Druid last week in Suva, which saw them qualify 8th. A lot of air travel over the last few weeks, but there is belief in the group. And if Brad Thorne's side are to create history this afternoon and become the first Aussie side to win a Super playoff in New Zealand, a lot falls on the shoulders of James O'Connor, Super Rugby's youngest ever debutant at age 17 back in 2008. Now in his 122nd game. No doubt he has X Factor, and they will need it this afternoon. It is really a wonderful day, a wonderful atmosphere for this team who have had a remarkable season. Quite rightly deserved minor premiers. Just the one blemish in an outstanding regular season. Brad Weber, his last year here at the Chiefs before heading off to France. He wants a Super title to add to the collection. And here they come. And a wonderful ovation in front of a great crowd at FMG Stadium. What a welcome return it's been to the shores of Aotearoa for Damian McKenzie, not just for Chiefs fans, but those who support the black jersey too. It didn't take him long to find his feet since returning from Japan, and if the Reds can't find a way to shut him down this afternoon, McKenzie's feet might just have the final say in this quarter-final. All-Australian official quartet this afternoon, led by Angus Gardner with the whistle, Damon Murphy, Matt Callahan, the assistants, and our TMO is James Leckie. So all in readiness, quarter-final number 2.
Yep.
The Blues winning last night at Eden Park against the Waratahs. Can the Reds play spoilers again? Different story though, quarter-final intensity, and we are underway here at FMG Stadium as Brodie Retallick takes the ball for the Chiefs. Just outside of his 22, Brad Weber has a bit of company at the back of the ruck, but here come the Chiefs. Some early possession just inside of their 22, Weber. Gets it back to Etene Nanai-Seturo, who just hoops it downfield as far as the halfway line for Tom Liner, who's back in the number 10 jersey this week. James O'Connor there in the last round. A man who's had a knack for the try line this year, Matty Fessler, just getting some early ball for the Reds, and the little kick in behind, and it's kept alive beautifully. No, in fact, the flag is up on this near touch, so the Reds will have an early opportunity to try for the line.
Yeah, Jock Campbell, he was fantastic when they beat the Chiefs in round 14, and again he starts as well with that little kick in behind. I thought they're going to leave it there. Etene Nanai-Seturo ended up playing it. Now there's a big opportunity for the rest to start good.
And goes Fessler. He goes down the back, and the Reds have it through Angus Blythe. Just on the 22-metre line. The best line-out in the competition this afternoon against the best scrum, and it's working well at the moment, getting it rolling forward. Tate McDermott goes down the blind side there for Brodie Retallick. He's got company, a good tackle around the bootlaces. Nanai-Seturo, but still there through Penny Ravai. And the Reds, as the Chiefs look for some driving defence. Here they come again, Ryan Smith. A tall timber in the Reds' second row through Blythe again. Patience the key this afternoon for Brad Thorne's outfit. Harry Wilson, who will look to get the ball in his hands plenty. Has been such a weapon on the crash ball, the Reds number 8. And they set again. Oh, just a bit pedestrian at the back of the ruck as the Chiefs go hunting for the ball. And they do have the turnover. Well, they had their opportunity. 8 phases for the Queensland Reds. And guess who?
There was 2 occasions Sammy Cane harassed the ruck. There was one right in the corner where he nearly got the turnover. Watch him here, he's just at the base, goes straight on that ball. He's at the base of that ruck, and there's given the opportunity, I think, for Brodie Retallick to get over that. Well done, Sam Cane.
Well, 2 things Clayton McMillan said that they need to focus on was the fact that the Reds had a beautiful kicking game and their ability to phase play. They had a good kick down there, they got multiple phases, but Sam Cane stood up. So they've done their homework, have this Chiefs team.
Samisoni Taukei'aho, and it goes for Josh Lord, who's ruled out in that last game as Peter Gus saw a cooler. That's why it was a late inclusion, so good. Ball in hand, and it's a recycle on the 10 for Brad Weber. Gets it back to McKenzie. And first touch for Damian McKenzie, sends it inside of the Reds 22. And return fire again, McKenzie once more has a couple of options. There's a pretty good one, Sean Stevenson. You know how good his beaters, tries to put a deft touch on it, but it's still in the field of play.
Hold red.
And the kicking battle continues. Narawa this time out on the right wing. Sends it down as far as Liner. And Tom Liner, this time a flat kick from the Reds 5'8". And again, though, just finding the Chiefs back 3. Etene Nanai-Seturo. Brodie Retallick inside of his 22. McKenzie reading this, good take. And well, he's set off, now he opts for the kick again, looking for a 50-22, Damian McKenzie. And the duel continues. And it's not out. So away we go again. And Narawa just slipping on the deck. Beautiful conditions, perhaps a bit of dew underfoot though. And it's sure to plummet as the game wears on. The temperature as Anton Leonard-Brown gets moving. Good tackle on the All Black centre by James O'Connor. Now McKenzie once more, little short pass. This time.
Don't push it into him. You're pushing it into him. Slow ball.
Weber once more. Rameka Pohepi, the weak kick pass across to the wing of Emori Narawa. Chipping through, Narawa looking for the opening try, the quarterfinal, and he's going to score it! That is an absolute beauty from the Chiefs, and Emori Narawa gets it.
got to take this back to the kicking game of the Chiefs, the variation. They were patient, and the Reds didn't clear their halfway, and Moni Narawa was the one that got it and finally decided to return it. Poihipi with the right foot kick pass, but look at this skill. Moni Narawa, the chip and chase at full noise. Was there a push in the back? Maybe, but he gets it down. I think we might be coming back, a little push in the back.
Yep, absolutely. As soon as that happened, Tate McDermott, as soon as he awarded the try, ran straight up to Angus Gardner and said, hey, Fluke got a shove in the back, should I say, sorry.
Looking at a possible push by the Chiefs player on the Reds player. Let's just have a look at that on the screen, please.
I think this is definitely a push. I saw it in real time. Jock Campbell just coming across in there. I think you can see it from the other
That's
angle.
not your best angle. This is the best angle.
Yeah, okay. Back to me, mate. Yep. Okay, Leck, there's a push in the back by the 11 from the Chiefs, which has pushed the player off the ball. It's going to be a no try.
14 from the Chiefs, mate. 14
Yep.
from the
Well,
Chiefs.
you can hear what the crowd think about that, that's for sure. And they're definitely out in full force today.
So the try scratched. The Reds used their get out of jail free and
5 in, 5
off
out.
the hook. Now Moni Narawa, oh, it was brilliant execution. Lovely chip over the top and a great finish. And they'll get a chance to clear their lines here.
Just look at the reaction. Oh, here's the replay of the push in the back. It was a great kicking duel that the Chiefs won. And look at the reaction of the coach. Yeah, unsure.
Fesler sends it in. Uru, the take for the Reds. Away they go again. There he is. I think Harry Wilson with the most carries in Super Rugby this season as Liner sends it high and just drifting towards the halfway line, but he only finds Sean Stevenson. Poihipi again, another kick through. Chase from Anton Leonard-Brown. And all the contact on McDermott sends the ball touch and goal. Chiefs will have possession here. A great hustle, great intensity, and a nice chase from Anton Leonard-Brown.
Look at the skill from Sean Stephen off the back, takes it up, the awareness to give it to Poihipi, but hasn't this guy already 2 kicks, been very involved in number 12, Ramika Poihipi.
It's the luxury that the Chiefs have, don't they, is that they've had 2 of their best midfielders injured most of the year, Anton Leonard-Brown and Quinn Tupaia, and Ramika Poihipi and Daniel Rona have absolutely stood up, but this is going to be interesting. The first scrum of the game, the Chiefs obviously the most dominant scrum that there is, 5 metres out. This is going to be a very hard set-piece move to stop.
Interesting setup out the backs too. It's got Ramika Poihipi very, very
Set!
up on the line, and out the backs Damian McKenzie for the second back line.
Ball's out.
Oh, just
Play on, ball's
bouldering
out.
slightly at the back, and the Reds have it. Wilson breaking away. Now can they capitalise? Out to Fluke. Puts a kick through, no one in behind for the Chiefs. And inside it goes to the 22. 50-22. What a turnaround.
Well, Peter Gasawakula was called in late, and he just had a little bit of miscommunication with Brad Weber, which allowed that opportunity to come. They pounced on it. Look at that kick. It was brilliant from Josh Fluke.
That was a Kane Hames special, wasn't it? The scrums, he's happy with it, giving himself a bit of a clap. How crazy is that? 5 metre scrum, and all of a sudden they got a 50-22 off the back of a powerful shunt from the Reds.
Fraser Uru, again the target, McDermott. And there he is, Wilson once more, Daugunu. So abrasive. And the 13 jersey. And they'll look to take them on. Up the centre of the park here, the Reds.
Stop once.
Cowbells ring out for defence. McDermott looks blind, now open. He's going to go down the short side. O'Connor just stepping, or trying to at least. Brad Weber, though. Good tackle on the Wallaby.
Advantage.
As Brodie Retallick comes in hard on defence, but Brad Weber's been caught offside. So the Reds, a chance to open their account, and they might just do it in the corner. Vunivalu! Suliasi Vunivalu gets the opening try for the Reds.
You take that all the way back, 5 metres out from your own line. They scrum, they get the turnover, they spin it to the left, they get the 50-22, they get the line up. But look at this pass off the back coming around from James O'Connor. That's absolutely dished up for Vunivalu, who's one of the best finishers in the comp.
The beauty of having two playmakers on the field, putting James O'Connor into that 12 position, playing like the playmaker at 10. And Vunivalu, wow, he's no stranger to the try line. His 6th try of the year, and how good the Reds strike first.
13th try for Suliasi Vunivalu, his 27th game of Super Rugby, a test match for the Wallabies. And well, all of a sudden, Tom Liner, an opportunity to convert the opening try of the game. Tries to straighten it, can't do it. And from one end of the park to the other, Chiefs fans thought Imoni Narawa was in, but it was the Reds winger who scored first.
I just like the skill from 8, 9, 12. It's given these guys out on the edge opportunities, but the spine of this Reds team is just so strong.
Off once more as the try scorer lines it up. And he gets around. First tackle of Poihepe. There though for McDermott, who sends it back to Liner in the pocket. And the call is touched. So Samipeni Finau just winds up, and oh, that's a big hit on him by Angus Blythe. Let's get some of that. McKenzie, ball has been charged by Matt Fessler as Imoni Narawa wheels back to get it for the Chiefs. And he almost manages to break through. But the Reds hooker hangs on for dear life as Weber. And the Chiefs go to work again through Ryan. McKenzie, a deeper pass, and there's the kick once more. Well, this is what the Reds did so well. Our kicking game in New Plymouth was on point, and again tonight.
Hold.
A 50-22 setting up the try, trying to find the angles again. This time, Etene Nana Saturo gets around the first line of defence, can't get around Filipo Daugunu, and they win a penalty. So asking questions tactically of the Chiefs and on point at the breakdown.
The thing for me is the physicality that the Reds are bringing. I know that's what Coach Brad Thorne would have instilled in them coming into this one. If you're going to run it hard, expect a bit of this in you. That's absolutely brilliant from the Reds. That set the tempo. That's Brad Thorne all over it.
Gotta love the running off the back fence. Saw one from Pitagas and then now from Samipeni Finau. Playing a bit of bull rush out there, gotta love it. But as you said, the Reds, they're up to the task, and just their bench as well. They're up on their feet. They're really cheering on their players. A real confident team they're looking like.
And this is their launch pad. This is their go-to, the line-out. It's been so solid, one of the best line-outs in the comp. And this is where the majority of their launches come from. So dangerous in this area. Look out for the number 8, Harry Wilson in the midfield.
And it goes once more, and here come the Reds again. Fessler, the wee ball up the back, and on. Just goes to no one as Samipeni Finau dishes away to Peter Gasol. Cool, and that went forward. Just a little bit. He says, sorry, boys. So almost creating something down the short side on counter. But the Reds possession again, KT.
Well, they're using Harry Wilson as the decoy. Want to hit the inside ball. Would take McDermott. At hole is stuffed. But they don't need this last pass. Just need a holder here. They're 22. I know you want to play, but you can't give that ball. Now they put themselves under pressure scrum time.
I like the variation, though, because we always assume they're going to go for a driving maul because that's been their bread and butter. So they did try something different, but it was just the execution that was off. And we saw how strong that scrum is and what a stat there that is, KT.
Yeah, total dominance from the New Zealand teams, but the Reds don't care. They're leading this one. Look for Vunivalu on the inside of Liner. A definite option.
Set!
The pressure coming from the Chiefs. That's why they've got the best scrum in Super Rugby. Monster effort as the Reds somehow retain possession through Wilson. And they go hunting again. The Chiefs fetches.
You're in the wrong way.
They're not rolling the call. Angus Garner, so...
Yeah, number 4 impacting the clean out.
Just accuracy at the moment from the Chiefs. And an opportunity for Tom Lynott to make this an 8-point lead.
Well, they're playing in the right areas, that's for one. The Reds, and they're going and playing to their strengths with the line out. That's two, so here's the strong scrum from the Chiefs. Time it beautifully on their hit. Look at the pressure that Harry Wilson is under. He just gets it out any way he can to give at least Tate McDermott a chance.
This is where the penalty came as well. Retallick not rolling away. Taukei'aho did well, and the crowd is really giving it to Tom Lynott. He's the 5th best kicker in the comp. Can he nail this one?
And he's away to the left. Tom Lynott. That remains 5 points to 0. Plenty of early possession and territory for Bradthorne's side.
Oh, round 14, Tom Lynott didn't miss anything. You need to hit those in playoff football. The young man, I'm sure he'll bounce back, but he's let Chiefs off just a little bit here.
Just some back play as well. Sef Fa'angase just ran and quickly changed his boots and got longer sprigs on as well. So goes to show they wanted to make a quick change after that.
There we go again, Lynott. This time just spying a wee bit of space, puts up the high ball this time. And easily enough for Sean Stevenson. Now Ryan, a good contact once more by the Reds' second row forwards. As McKenzie forced onto the boot. Again, as the fullback, Jock Campbell, just looking for that 50-22 once more. Just finds Damian McKenzie, who flies forward and returns fire. Liner's got Vunivalu with him. And after all of that, it'll be a net gain. And a kicking duel for the Chiefs. Taukei'aho sends it in, untidy over the back, but Eamon Ross manages to snaffle it. Beat up Gus Kula. As Fraser McReight goes hunting for the ball.
Ball was lifted for me.
Taukei'aho. Again, it is there for the Chiefs on the 10. Sam Cane is rumbling forward. This time Josh Lord. Good meters on the 2-test All Black. Returns from concussion this afternoon, Poiepi, and the Chiefs an advantage, a late tackle.
Play advantage.
Now can they cash in? Taukei'aho waits, gets it out for McKenzie, who's hit there. Stevenson puts a wee kick through, Cane chasing. And the ball just beating everybody into touch.
Got the option? No. Got the option? You got one in the midfield or one over here?
He's getting up and laughing, but he knows that he is a clear target for this Reds team. They've gone out
just here.
and put a target on his back twice. He was hit late. That's why they said you've got two options for penalties. But Damian McKenzie, as tough as he is, bounces back to his feet.
Number 8, late tackle.
I don't think he's going to mind that whatsoever. You expect that. That's pretty late from Harry Wilson. 3-second rule. He gets taken out when he gave that last pass as well. So hence the penalty, but it's player football.
So, Super Rugby's leading point scorer, 148 points. Opportunity to add a few more and get the Chiefs on the board in this quarter-final. Bang in front, Damian McKenzie, no problems, flags up at FNG, and the Chiefs on the board in the quarter.
Yeah, good set, you'd expect that too, and this time of the year, you just want to get points settled down a little bit, and now you just start getting in your second half game plan, or second 20 minutes of your game plan in this first stanza.
Chiefs score most of their tries in the first 20 minutes, and the fact that the Reds have almost kept them to nil with 1 minute to go in that first 20 is pretty impressive.
Good take under some pressure. Taukei'aho. With the good hands, Lord Lowe, as Kene Nana Seturo pops it downfield. Kept in the field of play by Liner.
Okay, wait.
Much angle to work with, but finds McKenzie in his 22. A lot of kicking in the opening quarter of this game. A nice dry track for fast-running rugby.
Yeah, I think in these games, it's different. It's a one-off. You've got to play the percentages, and at the moment, both teams are still squaring up against each other. And battle of the wills at the moment. Just get into better field position.
Oh, Fesler sends it in. Untidy, can't take it. Ryan Smith, so it's there with the Chiefs. Pounce on the loose ball. Taukei'aho down on the 10. And Taukei'aho gets around the first tackler, Wilson. And gets the Chiefs over the advantage line again. Now they come through Leonard Brown. Look to free the arm, but good contact by the Reds defence. McKenzie, as Taukei'aho wades back on the other angle. A good couple of carries by the All Blacks hooker. McKenzie with a ball out the back. He's got Peter Gasoakula lurking in the wide channel. The kick from the big man. Looking for the try, and the Reds are back there. They are back there in the form of Jock Campbell, and just as well.
Look at Damian McKenzie go to work. Just goes in and around. James O'Connor's one of the better defenders going around, and the chip and chase from Peter Gus.
That's an exciting Chiefs brand of rugby that we've been watching all season. They haven't really had too many opportunities trying to play the territory game, but Peter Gus, how good would that have been?
Well, 5 Wallabies in this Reds backline this afternoon. Tom Liner touted as a future Wallaby, just like his father. So plenty of talent. But the Chiefs equally in the form of Sami Penifino and others. Talent to burn. Leonard Brown away from McKenzie. Stevenson thought about the pass, and he's driven down in the tackle of Vunivalu.
Nothing there, boys.
We'll come
Back for the offside.
A call for offside. So it's pretty handy again. And it's an opportunity for the Chiefs to take the lead.
I think, yeah, you've got to go for points. Bank the 3, take the lead. Exactly what you're talking about, Jeff.
Shot.
There we go. Skipper Sam King says, yeah, we're going to go. I like the defense. They have to tread that line, do the Reds defense and really pressurize the Chiefs.
Body on the line type of stuff here from Sami Penifino. It's a 1-1 at the moment, I would say. He won that one. But it's that physical presence that Clayton McMillan spoke about pre-game. He said the battle's always won up front with your strong forward pack. And at the moment, it's been a real good battle between two teams.
Brian Smith nearly got that turnover. You can see just at the back end, it got knocked down, but wasn't far away.
McKenzie, similar position, 30 out. Sweet off the tee, flags up again, crowd love it. And the Chiefs have the lead in the quarterfinal. Well, the Reds wearing black armbands this afternoon in the memory of legendary Australian rugby and sports journalist Wayne Smith, who passed away suddenly this week on the Sunshine Coast. He covered the sport for over half a century. Well respected by players and administrators alike. The Reds paying their respect this afternoon. Brodie Retallick goes down in a heap. A play on the call from Gardner. There's McKenzie away for Ross. Such a solid operator in the loose head jersey. And Satoro down for Liner again. He sends it up, chases his own high ball, but it is diffused again by the Chiefs' left wing. So get back and get organised inside of the 22, a carry for Cane. He gets Anita ground. The Reds putting pressure on with their defensive line and forcing a lot of kick tactic from the Chiefs. Campbell Down inside the 22 once more. Sean Stevenson. You know how big his boot is. And it's a decent clearance in the end and settles things down toward halfway.
I think they got the best 1-2 kick return in the competition with Stevenson and Damian McKenzie, the Chiefs here, and it's a very different approach from them compared to round 14 when they last played the Reds, and they're winning this battle, I think, at the moment, the Chiefs.
Ball tip on the side of the Chiefs as Ryan will clean it up. 24 Test Island International. Oh, McKenzie just trips over for his troubles, and he chips it over the top. Chase coming in Moni Narua. Nice work, McDermott, who runs into some good front-on contact from Anton Leonard-Brown. Vunivalu, dangerous on his feet, takes the play up to the 10, reloads again. And they win a penalty here. Again, the Chiefs pinged for not rolling.
Leave it.
That's a couple. And they are right in this, a real arm wrestle after 25.
Take McDermott, the skipper, in jersey number 9. Watch Tate McDermott here come across on their cleanup. Here's a chip in behind. Look at him, just so aware. And instead of giving it off, the player in the worst position, he decides to be staunch and take it up. And that's what forced the defence for the Chiefs to come in and finally get that penalty.
Daugunu once again the target, the blind side. Here they come, Daugunu. Running strongly in midfield. McDermott looking for quick play here. Through Wilson. Taukei'aho goes low. Benny Ravai will pick and go. The loose end very close. Couldn't find his feet. Trying to spin through. Angus Gardner taking a close look.
Goal line.
Stefan Ngasi thought he was over.
Well, we've got time.
Asking the question.
Well, let's look at the angle of it. Here's Ravai, pokes his head through to defence, and watch this pickup, spins, and oh, geez, there, must be close, must be real close.
Well, the way he got up and screamed like he got it down, you've got to be pretty convinced, but you can't really see the ball there.
And to be fair, Angus Gardner was right there. He said it was clearly held up from my point of view. Couldn't have got any closer. I like that. He's made the call. He's in great position. Angus Gardner having a good game so far.
Certainly asking the question. Ngasi may be worth another look as the Chiefs, the goal line dropout. And guess who? Wilson. Oh, it's back contact, Brodie Retallick. Sit down, Harry Wilson, he says.
Counter-ruck's good.
And he blown through to the Chiefs. Brilliant defence. Led by the 100 Test All Black. Taukei'aho away for Ryan. Well, that is the sort of tackle that'll set the tone in knockout rugby. McKenzie floats the kick downfield, and Campbell again finds McKenzie once more alone on the right wing. And this tactic from both teams continues. There's Liner. In the end, gets it up to halfway. But that was, well, a hit for the highlight reel this season, KT.
Oh, this is going to be pushed straight up. Big man on big man there. Go get you some. Aiden Ross amongst it as well to help out his back rower. Oh, don't you like playoff time?
It's some old school rugby, isn't it? Just the running straight off the back fence, loving it. Absolutely, it's been so good.
Oh, it's good, Taylor Mano, man. Getting all fired up. There's the result of it. You'd expect it by now, 20 minutes in, but a claret.
Well, they're the only team in Super Rugby with a tackle success rate over 90% is the claret. You know, that left eye of Aiden Ross.
He's trying to plead his case to stay on, and, well, Ollie Norris has already run on to the middle of the field. He's going to have to come off because it's, you can see it's a little bit split open there. I don't think they're going to stop it.
Well, there's been some contact, KT, in this game so far.
Oh, yeah. Both teams have given it and received it. See there, Harry Wilson putting a shot on Angus Blythe, putting a shot on. Here's another one here. of Damian McKenzie. Samisoni Taukei'aho's had a couple of nice hit-ups. That was absorbed by Ryan Smith, but then the Chiefs said, you know, we're going to give some back too if you want it.
Well, KT, I've just been so impressed with this Reds team.
Sometimes the player with the
We
ball
take a
is
listen to what
deliberately
Gardner's
pushing
saying
it
to
into
Kane.
that player to try and milk the penalty, right? Which is maybe why you feel like you're getting held in. Okay, but I'm
like
yeah,
trying to get out.
Yeah.
Someone's like, yeah. So it's not,
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to reward teams if they try and milk the penalties, okay? So it's slow ball. So you best get on with it, yeah, that's all.
A two-way conversation. Angus Gardner taking on board Kane's thoughts.
Thank you.
There's a fairly interested spectator, KT.
Yes. Foster, All Black coach. Andrew Strawbridge here to the right. Scott McLeod to the left. We played a mountain of games for Waikato, the Chiefs.
Look how even that head-to-head is as well. We're just in for such a good game. And the last 4 times these guys have played each other, the difference has been 6 points or less, as you can see right there. Great stat, guys.
Well, the Reds have won their last 3 of 4 at FMG.
And sometimes some teams just match up with other teams for some reason or another, and it seems to be these two sides, regardless of where they are on the comp. Remember, this is 1v8. They just match up so well.
Remember, too, as well, KT, that the Reds have only won one game over their last 5. They're playing like a very inspired team.
Taukei'aho tries to find Brodie Retallick, but well done at line-out time. And the Reds chasing through on the kick. Liner leading it. As Sean Stevenson gets round the 5'8". Now Wayne Lord. What about going back in field? Put the afterburners on. Tried to at least. There for Weber. McKenzie with Filipo Daugunu again. Good contact. But equally good clean from the Chiefs. As McKenzie this time, we pop over the top. And he finds Anton Leonard-Brown, who sends it through again. And in behind, Fluke has plenty of work to do here. And gets the wee banana off the side of the boot. And another net gain for the home side.
Watch this kick, though, from Damian McKenzie. It's a kick pass, but look at the way he just changes his angle on the kick. There's the awareness. He just brings it in just a little bit for Anton Leonard-Brown. That is some skill on the fly from the fly-half.
Chiefs, one line-out ball. Kenenana Saturo, first receiver, centre field. Trying to crack away through the Reds. Samisoni Taukei'aho got his hands on it plenty in the opening half an hour. Taukei'aho as Ryan Smith makes the tackle. Of course, have been savaged in the locking department. Connor Vest out with injury this season. There's again more driving defence. Daugunu, that's a few tonight.
On the ground.
Got hands in there. So this intense game ebbs and flows, and the Chiefs will have another opportunity for the posts.
Wouldn't expect anything else from Brad Thorne. Defense, that's what you lay your hat on. That's what he's renowned for. That's what wins you playoff football. He's been there enough times to know that. State of Origin winner, World Cup winner. Bring your D, Daugunu. He is very unlucky not to get this turnover. Nice low tackle from Fraser McReight, but look at this. Puts a shot on, drives through, gets to his feet, and just on the act of getting up, is playing it on the ground, but it's unfortunate, but good physical nature.
Considering Daugunu usually plays on the wing, he's actually been outstanding at centre. The last time they played, he played centre as well, and he's showing his versatility, that's for sure, ahead of the World Cup.
So McKenzie strikes it sweetly again, flags up, and he makes it 9-5 here in the second quarterfinal. Well, he might need to part with the boots tonight. I'm sure he's got a few spares.
See you on the 24th of June, they reckon. That's finals time, or TBC.
The confidence.
Liner. Gasol Kula again. And McKenzie. There's Ross who's tucked up, carries on. McKenzie sends it down Just outside of the Reds' 22. Campbell just down the centre of FMG. Few tennis courts nearby. Maybe they'll all meet up for a game tomorrow. As Brodie Retallick keeps it in, and this time he says, enough kicking, I'm going to run. Oh, he runs straight into a big shoulder of Sammy Penny, feet out. Mark that down again. Another huge hit. There's Fezler. Just tries to get them moving forward on the front foot. McDermott tries to pirouette his way through. Can't get around Retallick. There's loose ball. A couple of players offside, but Campbell has it as Webber. The tenacious tackle low from the halfback. And McDermott just getting his troops organised. Going to send up the high kick here. And over the back it goes. Vunivalu, the lone chaser. That's loose. It's been lost forward, in fact, by the Reds. So this fascinating kicking duel continues. And on this occasion, it'll be a scrum to the Chiefs.
What's been fascinating to some of these shots. Sammy Penny Fino to see him come in the corner. He saw it coming a mile off.
Keep your eyes as well on Josh Lord. He got a concussion the last time these guys played, and he was a bit ginger when he got up. I'm not too sure what it is at the moment, but they've told Akoi to start warming up, and he's actually left the warm-up crew and come to the sideline here. That'll be a big loss for them.
Well, he's on his feet, Josh Lord.
Let's go, boys.
He's had a horror run over the last couple of years. Good to see him back. And designs on playing again at the highest level. The territory, even Stevens.
Okay, here's the mark.
As it stands, a 4-point game.
Well, the Chiefs set up in the back line. Looks like they're getting ready to run. They're very deep, got multiple options. Sean Stevenson just
You do a double? Yeah, sweet.
hanging out in that centre position. You see him there, just hanging around Ramaka Poihipi as an option for the kick.
Okay, guys, keep working. Patient between bind to set. Crouch.
Big hello to our audience in Australia watching on Stan Sport.
Set.
To
Still.
those out of Queensland, hoping their side can progress past the quarters. They win a penalty. And listen to what it means.
Yep.
Seth Fangase, this near side, putting a lot of pressure on.
Collapsing.
That's a massive win in terms of scrum time. We've spoken about how dominant the Chiefs scrum has been.
Well, the change of boots earlier must have helped after they got dominated in front of their 5-metre line. He came to the sideline, swapped out a pair of boots, and they're obviously done the damage.
Well, Seth Fangase, born in Auckland, has played for the Highlanders, Canterbury, Wellington and Otago in the NPC. He comes up with a penalty for his side here. Fezler has scored plenty from this possession so far this season. McReight has it locked in. Here they go, trying to spin his way through. McReight, the Reds, they go once more. They've got a penalty advantage, and Harry Wilson claims the try for the Reds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Angus Gardner.
I've got an on-field try. I'm just concerned about whether the ripping player was on his feet or not.
Exactly right. We've got to see how he gets.
If it's a no try, I'm going back for a penalty against Seven Black, who's tackled the player on the ground, okay? Leck, you there?
Go ahead.
On-field decision is a try. We just want to have a look at how the try scorer scored the try and whether he was on his feet or not.
On-field try, looking at his actions before he scores it.
He's in real time. He look fine here. Harry Wilson. There's a spin away from McReight. There's the penalty infringement. He's the one coming into the boot with the red headgear, so he'll be the next one to get his hands on the ball, Wilson. Oh, I think this is okay.
Yeah, he technically hasn't hit the deck. He's kind of falling in the motion and picked it up, hasn't he, KT?
The grounding is good, and I believe he's on his feet when he rips this ball, and he just rolls over the top and grounds it legally, in my opinion.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're seeing the same thing here, Lex, so we'll stick with the on-field decision. Murph?
So Harry Wilson
Angus, you can award the try.
will be credited with the Reds' second try, the 19th of his Super Rugby career. And how big is that? 5 minutes out from halftime.
Yeah.
And they come off the back of some great work at scrum time. They get the penalty, and then this is the end result. Line out, spin away. Remember, this is their main launch pants, but it's a physicality at the breakdown where they're really dominating. And they deserve this.
Well, it's the first time as well that we actually saw them do a drive, because they've been varying it up down there, trying to just change the pictures for the Chiefs, and this time it works out as well. Harry Wilson, well done.
I've been letting him know, Tom Liner. Going to get online this time. Now he's away again. So the Cowbells doing the trick in the first half. But it's the Reds who retake the lead. They lead it by 1, 10-9.
It really is deafening down here, Jeff. And you can see why he's 0 from 3 at the moment. He was the 5th best kicker in the comp heading into this, but that home advantage is surely worth its weight in gold.
Michael Bunnings doing a roaring trade on Cowbells, no doubt, as McDermott finds the try scorer.
Step back.
The Reds have turned up tactically, physically, and they have the lead as we head towards the half. But here's a big wind-up again and more contact. This time McReight reads it and goes very low on Finau. And a lovely short pass that time for the captain. The co-captain plays it away to McKenzie. Puihepi away for Narawa. Good tackle again, Daugunu. And the ball's been lost forward. And look at the Reds. As each minute passes here at FMG, the belief grows. And so does the frustration on the Chiefs' faces.
Yeah, the defence, they're keeping their zones, and that's the secret. First, this is effective. McReight lowers them. Then they go wide, and as they go lateral, they just come forward, keep their zone, and this is the end result. It's good defence from the Reds.
Samu Penifino has just decided he's a wrecking ball tonight. He's got no regard for his own body at the moment, just throwing himself at it. And you've got to love it, because he's getting some good front foot ball for his team, but just turning that ball over there, the Reds.
Patient between
So they're not on.
Everyone square.
Good defence.
Make no mistake here, James O'Connor is pulling the strings. He's just gone and had a conference with Tate McDermott, spoken to Tom Liner. Now they're rechecking the calls. You see he passed it out to Daugunu.
Crouch.
Such a key.
Bind. Set.
I've seen the power already, but this time the Reds,
Black number 3, knee to ground.
get the penalty. He's pinged John Ryan, Angus
Black number
Gardner.
3, knee to ground.
Oh, former All Black, former Chief. Kane Hames in the box there. He would have come with a plan like he did in New Plymouth, and it's working at the moment. They lost the first couple, they've adjusted, and now they've won the last 2 with penalties. Smart.
Chiefs aren't used to that pressure at scrum time as well, so they'll be scratching their heads. But it's Penny Ravai. He's the one, you can see, just dominating. Hoping to get picked for the Flying Fijians.
So the Reds, prime opportunity, 2.5 out from the break, to try and extend the lead here. Get the line out wrong though. So the Chiefs off the hook. Narawa fires the pass away to Puihepi. He just hacks it downfield as Campbell sends it up and back infield. McKenzie, a little bit of a mystery, but Stevenson off the boot for Liner.
Down the middle! Down the middle!
There's Tom Liner, who calls for down the middle. He decides to run it that way as McDermott. And now Smith. Ravai away for Uru, who puts a little kick through the blind side as Fluke chases. And we end up pretty much back where we started, but this time the Chiefs will have the line-out ball.
This game's been quite stop-start. We really haven't seen that backline or the Chiefs fire at the moment.
Lord takes it. Looks to have shaken off the knob. Right, trying to hold the player up. A tackle called. They say Retallick for McKenzie. Just delays it slightly. Narawa gets the feet going, and Mone Narawa confrontational and contact. And maybe it's the Chiefs who get the final say in the opening half. Ross puts his head down and drives over the 10. They've got a penalty advantage as well. Crowd coming alive. Taukei'aho. Reds off their feet. McKenzie. Now Cane. Oh, right into liner. Says, get out of the way. McKenzie again. Nice handling from the Chiefs. Stevenson.
It's over.
Across for Narawa. Embodies him.
Well, absolutely sublime from the Chiefs. They set this up brilliantly. Brodie Retallick with a good hold when he took it up. Sam Cane backed it up, and this is what it created. The backline mispass, back ball. Sean Stevenson goes through a hole, flying at 100 miles an hour with the skill to put it on the chest to Narawa. That's how you finish.
Oh, who else but Sean Stevenson? That back three have been absolutely electric for the Chiefs this year. Just the determination and the vision as well. He tucks the ball and then fires it out wide to Narawa, who's flying onto the ball too. So deserving, those two.
13th try for Mone Narawa. 1 denied earlier in the half. And high fives all round. That is what they can do. That is why they finished top of the heap in the regular season.
Pretty amazing, really, though. It took them 40 minutes to score their first try in this game. Defensively, the Reds have been outstanding. They'll be gutted with that one.
20 seconds.
A couple left off the tee. A few, in fact, from Tom Liner. This man has been kicking superbly this year. Has it dialed in. Dialed in on the golf course too. They're looking to bring it round. Yes, yes he has. Lovely kick to put a full stop on the first half. And it is the Chiefs at half-time who lead it over the Reds by 16 points to 10. Well, we go, second half, quarterfinal, number 2, McKenzie. It's an underway, Vunivalu, first half try for the one test Wallaby. McDermott. There's Wilson. He was also on the score sheet.
Stay there.
No changes as Liner sends it downfield. Penny Fina has wound up plenty already.
No, you trapped him in there.
In this game.
You trapped him in there.
That
Ball's
slow
available.
ball for Brad Weber to work with. He looks down the short side. A deep pass for Stevenson, but they're up very quickly on him.
Tackle release.
Got a knee down.
Push back.
And just over halfway for Weber. Taukei'aho. They try and pin him back behind the advantage line, the Reds, but there for McKenzie and Lord. A little show and go. Can't get over the ball, the Reds, so McKenzie has a bit of time to send up to Gary Owen. As the cowbells ring out, Campbell does well, though. And Liner, who just seems to have plenty of time, sign of a quality young player, but nothing much on with that kick as Stevenson just runs back into Liner, and he's driven back hard too by Matty Fessler. There's been a real intensity to this game. Who will make the most of the opening stages of the second 40. Narawa has been full of life. Great try. There's Finau again. Says, give me more ball. Weber. Away for McKenzie. Lovely short pass. Retallick for Taukei'aho. And crashes up toward the 10-metre line. That's in Red's territory. Finau again. Good accuracy. Good handling at the moment from the Chiefs. Can they find a way through? Leonard Brown. Oh, Daugunu has put some big shots on today, and they try and hold the ball up here. More cool Gardner. They rip it away instead. So brilliant defensive work from the Reds as Rugby is driven back, and Angus Gardner's caught one for his troubles too. He's made the highlights reel. He gets up on his feet and back to work. For the Aussie whistleblower. Harry Wilson just settles things down. One off the old-fashioned way.
And Hughes.
Now got a player down.
No, step back, you're offside.
On the sideline here. As near touches, McDermott sends it up. Fluke will chase through, and it will beat everybody on the full.
Yeah, Filipo Daugunu, after he put that shot on, his shoulder is not right. Hopefully it's nothing too bad because he's been fantastic. They're calling for the change. And this is a shame because he's been absolutely brilliant on the edge in terms of tackle defence. Look at him slide off, put that shot on Anton Leonard Brown. You can see his arm just go down straight away. He loses the power in it. I think it's going to get out of the road. One tackle assist, sort of.
Big loss as Daugunu and so onto the park as Tajanan, who obviously played in that Australian 20s campaign, who were one apiece, and he's gone up the tunnel. Sad sight to see.
So Tajanan on the park. Daugunu makes his exit. Fesler and Rugby, they've got an advantage to work with here. Fiji International gets a beautiful little pass away. Blythe in support. And the Reds with some front football to work with. Uru and McDermott. O'Connor. This is good. Recycle possession. McReight strong on his feet. The Wallaby. It's there for McDermott. Just on the 10-metre line. Chiefs try and fly up in the form of Soakula. As John Ryan is in the way of McDermott, but they play on. O'Connor. How good his feet are. As Rugby again, good hands from the loose head prop. O'Connor, cut-out pass, and there it is for the new man in 23, Tajanan. 8 phases for the Reds. They just brush off the loss. One of their key battering rams, and Filipo Daugunu as liner takes on the Chiefs' defence. They load up again. McDermott wants a clear path for O'Connor. He's just smacked by Taukei'aho, and Rame Kapohebi ball spits out. But play on is the call, so Uru does. He lays it back. They'll play on. Nice work at the breakdown by the Chiefs. This is where they're dangerous. Weber stabs a kick through. Campbell work to do. Oh, he gets flattened by Peter Gus Soakula. Cowbells ring out again. Wilson picks it up and pinches a few metres. But all of a sudden, a Queenslander's inside their 22. Lovely quick play and awareness off the loose ball for the Chiefs. They've pinned McDermott and Liner, who's under pressure with his kick. And just manages to scramble it up toward the 10.
Well, Sami Finau's played outstanding. Good work at the breakdown from Brodie Retallick, I think it was. Nice awareness from Sam Cane to pop it up to Sami Finau, who gives it to Brad Weber with the kick in behind. They're just so dangerous on the counter, aren't they, the Chiefs?
Well, the Chiefs have an 85% win rate when they lead the Reds at half-time. Reds have not come back to win from a deficit since 2012 against the Chiefs. That back at Suncorp. So here they come again.
Ball's available.
McKenzie, an inside ball for Soakula. He's relishing the start tonight. Luke Jacobson initially named in the number 8 jersey. What a season he's having. Reminding All Black selectors of his wares. Taukei'aho. Just look to get some time with the ball here. The Chiefs, Stevenson. Little shimmy, little step. And again, good defence by the Reds.
Back on side 23.
Restricting the headway for the Chiefs for the time being. As Tene Nanaisaturo spies some space and he gets inside the half. Now Weber looking for quick ball. The kick again by the All Blacks halfback, and Vunivalu launches it into touch on the far side. Play on the goal. As Campbell scrambles a kick. But it will be a line out to the Chiefs.
Just starting to turn the screws, aren't they, the Chiefs? The counter-attack, you can see a definite shift in their mindset in terms of attack. There's no more kicking. They're starting to run the ball back, keep it, and just biding their time. And I think their fitness level's just starting to show a little bit now. I
think they're just a little bit more energetic out of the half as well. Sometimes when the Reds have ball in hand, they're a bit lacklustre. But you can see the man on screen there, Naitoa Akoi. He comes on for Josh Lord. I think he is succumbing to. I was told it was a little bit of a niggle on the shoulder. It's not a bad person to bring on. Naitoa made 26 tackles last weekend against the Force, so that's a very good impact from the bench.
Well, they're without Tupuvai.
I needed a bigger release when you're off feet.
Keeping an eye on their locking stocks. Naitoa Akoi.
Yes.
How versatile he is.
Sorry.
Well, there's a wee game going on behind Angus Gardner. His whistle's gone.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for Taj Annan, who's with the medical staff. Maybe guys, just the HIA.
Yeah, guys, my apologies. I didn't see you there, and I got a subs complete, so they said play on. So, sorry, boys. Are you okay? You staying on? He's all right? Okay. Sorry, gents.
Another change happening as well for the Chiefs. John Ryan is coming off and George Dyer onto the field.
He's been good once again, hasn't he, John Ryan? Very, very solid.
Boys at the back, just hold. Just hold. Okay, time back on.
Every player that's come off too has got a standing ovation from this crowd. They're very proud of their Chiefs.
Retallick the target. Good take by All Blacks veteran. They come again with Tene Nanaisaturo being used in that first receiver role again. No slippery on the defensive line. They've got an advantage too. And again, they're pinged for not rolling. Cowbell's ring. Big Peter Gus. Little wry smile.
Not rolling.
Saw this pasture in behind, but they'll have a shot at the post here. A chance to extend the lead.
How confident is this? So the Chiefs went to their line out. They threw it to Brodie Retallick at the back, and they had to stop it because of the medical staff on Taj Annan. And they went back and did the exact same throw, and the Reds couldn't stop it. That's supreme there from the Chiefs, sticking with their plan, sticking to where they think the weakness is. Smart play by the coaching staff.
Well, the other thing too is the discipline inside their own 22 from the Reds has been the difference. It's the penalties that are keeping this Chiefs team ahead, and it's always in a prime position right in front of the post for Damian McKenzie.
They won't miss from there. Damian McKenzie extends the halftime lead for the Chiefs. 8 gone in the second 40. It's 19-10.
And what's important about that first score after the half, it's pushed it out to 2 scores. So now that forces the hands of the Reds. They have to start pushing the play, have to start holding it.
It's got to be the haircut capital of New Zealand, Hamilton, that is for sure. As away we go, Retallick climbs. And you can just maybe feel the momentum starting to swing their way. Reds, though, will cast their minds back to New Plymouth. They know it can be done. McKenzie under a bit of pressure, sends the long ball downfield. Campbell. That's a nice kick from inside his half, but can't quite get it past the Tene Nanaisaturo for the 50-22. In the end, it's a bad result for the Queensland side.
Very smart the way Jock Campbell places himself on the left-hand side of the field, and he uses his right boot to try and get that 50-22. They're very, very smart. He nearly got it there. He's only a metre away. He's already got one this game. Very astute.
Debut for the Wallabies last season. Very much in the frame for France. Pesler. Oh, Naitoa Akoi.
Play on.
And the ball is loose, though. The ball's been lost forward, in fact. So initially, some good work at line-out by Taukei'aho, and the Reds will win the penalty. Chiefs not through the gate.
Side entries.
This is the chance to get that momentum. We spoke about Jeff that they'd lost just a little bit. O'Connor just seeing if Liner wants to have a nudge, try and get into the one score. They go to the corner. Yeah, shot time, yeah.
Interesting decision too, because he hasn't been successful at all from the tee today, and the crowd isn't getting any quieter as well. But in saying that, you've got the wind behind them.
Playoff footy changes the whole dynamics of things. They just got to stay in the fight. They just got to stay close in that one score. I think this is the only decision for them.
Well, James O'Connor was in a 10 jersey last week. Hana Paisami, of course, injured. And a pressure kick for this young man. Picked a big one in New Plymouth. No problem with the range. He's on target too. So that'll feel good for Tom Liner. And a whole lot better in the Reds coaching box too. 19-13.
Change as well for the Reds, another front row change. So Zane Nongo comes on. He's played every game this year. He replaces Sef Whaangase. Sorry, Piri Davai.
He's been a weapon this season off the Pines, starting Zane Nongo.
It's inside.
No Tanea La Tupo. As the Reds through McDermott inside the 22. Just chipping away, staying in the fight. And Sami Penny Fina will be paying road user charges soon. The amount of times he's run it back tonight as McKenzie. As Peter Gasol looks to split them. Now Weber, short side. Taukei'aho had players and supports here. I'll have a crack myself. Now Weber, Stevenson, this is where they're at the best. The Chiefs gets it away with talent close. Pulled down 5 out. Here they come. Notoa Akoi. Recycle ball, Weber again, McKenzie. Rameka Pohepe. Good defence by James O'Connor. And a slow ball for Damian McKenzie for Cane. Ulu going low on the All Black skipper. Cowbells ring out around FMG. Peter Gasol-Kula. Oh, the ball has been lost. Good hustle, good pressure around the ruck by the Reds. And they diffused what was building something promising for the Chiefs.
It was both locks, Angus Blythe and Ryan Smith. Here's the initial break. Look at the way Sean Stevenson goes through the hole, then just slows up, straightens and gives that nice pass out to Brodie Retallick. Great skills from him. Look at the second row just putting the pressure on there. I think that was Angus Blythe. I think he's had a swipe at it though. I think that's why coach is saying Angus Blythe might have just had to put his hand out and had to go at the ball.
The first scrum of the second half. It'll be interesting to see if those changes have had an impact. As Kane Hames said, they're really relying on it.
Crowds.
Haven't really seen that backline fire too much of the Reds, so will they run it out? Will they just look for some territory?
Set.
Stay square. 27 to go, and now the penalty. Now the penalty for the Reds.
In and down.
Big slap on the chest too from Sef Whaangase. He's letting them know. And poker face at the moment from Kane Hames, but they've got to be pleased with this so far.
I think they'll be more than pleased, Taylor. I mean, that was a pressure situation. It was massive in terms of the context of this game. Sef Whaangase a couple of times. He's put some pressure on. Look at him there. There goes the power, and he just buckles this George Dyer.
Ball just up the road in Auckland. Sef Whaangase, game number 66 tonight. As Fesler sends it in. And back to normal operation. Harry Wilson, they're trying their best to hold the big man up, can't. But slow ruck ball has Liner from inside his 22. That's the wee short iron floating over halfway. Stevenson fields. Narawa Plays a bit of pasture, but only finds Fluke. He hasn't seen too much of the ball tonight, and Fluke, 12. It's a pretty good kick in down as far as McKenzie, who's been watching plenty of NBA, as Stevenson puts it just down the centre of FMG. Campbell again, as Katie said, has been looking for these angles to try and find the 50-22. McKenzie, though, puts a real cute chip over. And it's just worked out for the Reds.
They've got play on there, guys. Balls
As
out.
the crowd are not happy, but Angus Gardner says play on, so McReight does.
Yeah, well done. Stay down.
Out once more, Udu trying to get over it. Sokul has done really well here, but the ball just comes loose in the nick of time. O'Connor. Again, Vanassi has been good tonight. McDermott is flattened trying to put a weak kick in behind.
Yeah, what the crowd is reacting to is the line change. After Damian McKenzie put that little chip in behind us, one of the front rowers, I'm not sure of the number, but here it is here. There's the chip, and see how he changes his line over. That you can't do that. You have to stick in your own line. Lucky to get away with it.
Guys, just an update on Daugunu. He's fractured his arm and is off to A&E, so tragic end to his season.
Well, that is no good for the Reds, losing player of the quality, Filipo Daugunu. They'll be hoping to play next week, and he won't be. The Reds, though, are right in the fight. 6 points at the moment. McReight away for Udu. And it's been lost forward. O'Connor, in fact. Accuracy, you'd have to say, KT's been pretty good.
Very good. In fact, here's O'Connor looking for that in pass and just on the shoulders looking at the defence, wasn't he? Seru Uru.
Change as well for the Reds. Dane Zander, he's coming on for Sef Whakangase, who has had an absolutely outstanding game. The bench are on their feet clapping him off because he's won his team plenty of penalties. There was also a change earlier for the Chiefs, so Ollie Norris is on for Aidan Ross.
Well, since '96, the start of Super Rugby, can you believe no foreign team has won a playoff in New Zealand?
Don't start head on.
And that is the stretch for the Australian teams involved. The Waratahs, of course, last night, going down to the Blues at Eden Park. PG and Drua, well, chance their arm, you can be sure, against the Crusaders in Christchurch. And the Hurricanes and the Brumbies in Canberra to round out the quarterfinals this weekend.
Bind! Set! Keep it up!
Weber.
Good.
McKenzie, Stevenson this time. Let's look at the meters they create. Good tackle on Anton Leonard Brown by Adam. Is Weber on the 10. Sokula in front on contact. Smith on the Chiefs, number 8. A lovely interplay. They read it well. They try and hold Ateni Nana Satura up. They've done better, in fact. They've won the turnover ball as Liner chips it behind. No one home.
That's inside the 50.
That is a lovely kick inside the 50.
50-22.
And how's that for a 50-22 from young Tom Liner?
But that came down to Zane Nongor, the defence, and the turnover from a replacement prop. This is just the back end of it to give him the opportunity, but it all started with the turnover from 18. Perfect, and they get the feed to this line out to the Reds. Here we go.
Impact from the bench has been big for both teams, and the bench are up on their feet too. There's not many Red supporters in here, but their own team are really giving it to them.
Vesler. And it goes again. He's been so good from this part of the field this season.
Stop once.
Big part of the reason they've got that top line out stacked. Getting it moving forward, the Reds. Down it goes, Udu having a stab. Just short.
Hands behind, hands behind. Good.
Vonivana looking for 2, he scores! Suliasi Vonivana grabs a second. And the Reds a chance to retake the lead.
Oh, that's some fantastic play. from the wing, and look at him just come around, seizing the situation, takes that ball. No one was there. That's awareness at its finest.
Oh, you gotta love it. Saw the ball there, said, why not? I'm gonna give myself a go. And probably doesn't score too many tries like that. A quick little pick over. Great to put his team back in position.
Well, he's a big man out on the wing, and that is the strength of Samisoni Taukei'aho, outliner, who was on target with the penalty goal. .24-25 out on the angle, top liner. Oh, that is a lovely kick. He's found his radar just at the right time for Queensland, and they lead it by 1.
Oh, as we get down to the last corner, the beauty of finals football. Doesn't matter if you have the ability to back yourself. Anything can happen, and here we go.
Changes at halfback as well for the Chiefs. Ratim is on and Joshua is on as well.
Wilson. Well, they know the feeling. They've been in this position before.
And use it.
Not that long ago. Down in Taranaki against the Chiefs. They know that they've got to keep playing rugby. Ioane on for the Chiefs. Taukei'aho. Good defence once again. Just driving back. The seemingly relentless wave from the minor premiers. They try and hold him up here. Ollie Norris, maul is called. And is it coming out of there? No, it is not. So the belief in this red squad continues to grow off the back of some courageous and on-point defence.
What they've done after first phase, once they get through there,
Let's go, guys.
in the second and third phase, they put their big boys defensively in the middle of the field, so they realise where the one-off runner is going to be for the Chiefs, and they send numbers there, and that's why they're getting so many turnovers in the middle of the field.
Update on that back line. So Joshua has gone to Cane and Damian McKenzie. Back to fullback, and Sean Stevenson out on the wing. So midfield scrum as well.
Elbows up.
Real difficult thing to defend. They've got options on the left and on the right.
Bind. Set.
McDermott.
Keep it up.
Plays a stable red scrum this time. In fact, they try and get a bit of weight on. She's trying to angle it round. O'Connor drops it onto the boot. A nice little kick in behind James O'Connor.
50-22.
There's a 50-22 again.
Yes, it is, KT.
That's the third one for them. Oh, they're just playing smart. Obviously, they're coming with their game plan, the 50-22. Massive for them tonight. James O'Connor coming around, must have been centimetres in that, but the execution is on.
The man who started with the force back in 2008. A seasoned 32-year-old these days, but that's why he's played 64 test matches. Fesler sends it in for Smith. Here they come again, the Reds. Tails up, Wilson. McDermott, Udo around the corner. Been full of running tonight. Blythe slips past the attempted tackle of Finau. Oh, just left behind Udo. Backwards the call, though. So it just slows the momentum for the time being, but right in front of the Chiefs' posts again. Smith presents it. Oh, the Chiefs win the penalty.
No, you're straight off your feet.
They're off their feet, the Reds.
Number 6, straight off your
just
feet.
as well, I think you'd have to say, KT, for the Chiefs.
Oh, that's harsh, really, really harsh. So straight down there, you can see there's the indiscretion from Uru. Unfortunate.
Tell you what, the crowd has gone definitely silent here at the moment.
Seru Uru, who played formerly for the Rotorua Boys High School first 15 that won the top 4
It's open.
back in 2015. And has been an asset tonight on the side of the scrum for the Reds. The Chiefs have their line-out ball. Toyepi away for Stevenson. Limited space for Sean Stevenson. But Campbell, he reads it well. And cool as you like, presents it back for McDermott. And the Reds, at the moment, sticking to the game plan, have been accurate. And some lovely touches off of the boot. Ioane, plenty of time.
Good.
And Josh Ioane sends it down the centre of the park for Campbell, who once again looks for that angle. And not a bad play in the end, no flag. So excellent work from Damian McKenzie to find his fullback.
He was out.
And the Stevenson Express sets off again. Recycle for the Chiefs. Ioane. And Vunivalu back there, so too Liner. And the two-try man will get in on the kicking action. And take it to the 10. So Chiefs line out inside the Reds half.
Number 6,
14 to go. It's the Reds by 1.
6 Black substitution.
12 Test All Black Luke Jacobson and their top tackler for the year with 154. He comes on for Samipeni Finau, who's getting a standing ovation, and why wouldn't you? He was well and truly earned his seat on the bench.
Taukei'aho, he finds Jacobson, early touch for Atima. Clayton McMillan bringing on a couple of spark plugs who work in tandem. Jacobson laying it back for Atima. Taukei'aho waits. 14 minutes remain in the second quarter-final. Ioane, McKenzie stepping around O'Connor. Wilson, good tackle. Discipline the key here. Retallick.
No, leave it.
Ratima looking for it. He's got it there. Toyepi, Jacobson just clatters into the Reds' defence. Toyepi again. Leonard Brown for Cane. Tom Liner up to task on the All Black captain. Taukei'aho.
Well done. No.
Big Peter Gus. Carts it forward once more. Cut out past Norris. Ioane, oh, he's absolutely slammed. Good read, Fluke. On the one Test All Black, as Cane just looks to wear them down. 10 phases for the Chiefs. Critical part of the game here. Can they find a way through? Discipline the key for the Reds. That's 12 phases. Now Dyer.
Advantage.
And they've got a penalty advantage. Eventually the Reds succumb. But the Chiefs will look to take the full toll here. Toyepi. 15 phases as the Chiefs jump rings out. Leonard Brown chasing. And it just beats everybody. And a bit of collateral damage with the photographer, but he was almost there. The Chiefs, though, do have the penalty. And with 11 minutes remaining at FMG, a chance to retake the lead.
Great composure there from this Chiefs outfit. Here's just the back end of it. They knew they had the penalty advantage, so why not have a shot?
Again, it's that ill discipline from the Reds inside their own 22. Gifting points to Damian McKenzie, who's a sharp shooter when it comes to kicking these penalties as well, so they're really going to be kicking themselves.
Oh, McKenzie pops over another one. They have the lead. 11 minutes remain. And it's 22 plays 20 in Hamilton.
But by no means over now. This is going to be the most important kickoff for both teams. Do the Reds just go long and back there deep? Can the Chiefs get this kick-off and just exit out of their own territory? Man, oh man, the longer this keeps close, the more the decisions that these players make become even more important.
I think they just need to get down the right end of the field and stop giving away penalties. But Jake Upfield, he comes on for Seru Uru, who's had an enormous shift.
Retallick takes. Well, the Reds have taken advantage of their territory, 3 tries to 1. There's McKenzie. Hoofs it downfield as far as Campbell. They'll be looking for another bit of magic again, another 50-22 if they can find it. Vunivalu, a 2-try man. He'd love 3. Try and create a bit of history for the Reds in Super Rugby. Nongor. McDermott, slow ball as we enter the final 10 minutes. And Hamilton, Wilson.
Ball's out.
And hot potato for Nongor, who'll try and get a knee down here.
Roll now. Yeah, ball's there. It's just there, mate. Go.
Again, side pill for Tate McDermott. But a centre field kick coming up here. Kick pass, in fact, very, very high. Fluke, the intended target. And who's it landed with? On the side of the Reds. A fortuitous bounce for James O'Connor, and now Smith
No, don't go around
presents
there.
it back.
Good.
That's the 10. There it is for James O'Connor again, stabbing a little kick through and putting McKenzie under some real pressure here. But he gets a good pass away in the end. And plenty of angle for Sean Stevenson to work with. Now Campbell and lineup up quickly on him. Good chase by the Chiefs defence. Puts the Reds back on halfway. Loose ball. And it's gone backwards. So Fesler tries to let it back. And the counter ruck is good. Emoni Narawa and the Chiefs will try and open the Reds up in broken play. Ratimat away from Naitoa Akoi. Nongor, good tackle. Now Chiefs lock forward. McKenzie, cut out ball, Ioane. McDermott rides in the ground. Real pace in this game, frenetic intensity. Quarter-final rugby. And the Reds trailing by 2. Stevenson, another one. Beats the defence. And Money looking for 2. Very good tackle, Fluke. Superb tackle. It's right there for the Chiefs. And the penalty the way of the Reds.
7 on the ball.
Well, this just typifies the effort from this Reds team tonight. Josh Fluke getting back in D and making an integral tackle. I think it was McReight who actually got the turnover.
Yep, it was.
But for all money, you got to give this. You think Moninata was going to score this. Look at his footwork, beats him. Look at the way the effort the number 11 does to get round and make that tackle. Oh, it's Tate McDermott getting over it. Well done, Skip.
One of the tackles of the season from Josh Fluke to keep the Reds in the hunt. Well, Clayton McMillan said it was desperation that got them home. The Reds, that is, in New Plymouth. Will it be desperation again tonight that sees them create a bit of history? Chiefs by 2. Fesler down the back for Blythe. Here they come once more, Wilson. Good tackle on him by Sam Cane. Lineup. Again, that high ball, Vunivalu chasing through McKenzie. Safe as houses though, and off he goes. Tackled behind the half. Ratima away for Akoi. Little decoy run, the Chiefs. There it is though. Leonard Brown. 6 minutes remain in the quarter-final. There's Norris, puts his head down. Discipline the key once again for the Reds.
No. Hold. And you. Boos.
There's been an epic arm wrestle. Quite a story. Lona just losing it forward. And the Chiefs have a knock-on advantage. And a chance to counter. McKenzie gets around them, no one. Again, Fluke makes the tackle with a wee bit of help on the Chiefs winger. Retallick. And Brodie crashes into them once more. Ratima, they go the other way, the switch. Leonard Brown. The door closes once more. Very good defence by the Reds. Courageous. Norris. Brodie Retallick trying to wade his way through. Gets it away to Dyer. Trying to reach his way over. Peter Taukei'aho has scored it. Could that be it for the Chiefs? Could that be their place in the Super Rugby semi-finals?
Well, he come and laid Peter Taukei'aho into the starting lineup, but the build-up, fantastic. Damian McKenzie goes across the field, gives it to Nato, who sets up this run. Brodie Retallick with some pre-line footwork and offload to George Dyer, and then watch Peter Taukei'aho clears the path and gets it done.
Pandemonium in the stadium when they got their break, and it was the men with the smaller numbers, Retallick, Dyer, and as you said, Peter Taukei'aho is such an athletic player, dives in over the line. And unfortunate for the Reds too, they've lost James O'Connor to injury as well.
Is that the one that's done it? Still time to play, but soaking up his time. He does make it a 9-point lead. He's been the difference with his boot tonight. The second try for the Chiefs. And the biggest so far of Peter Taukei'aho's career. Rolling the sleeves up and getting it done. Wakoi just falling a bit awkwardly there, but play on. Need to find something, need a turnover. Here the Reds. Hard to believe a bad run of form they had coming into this quarter-final. They have turned up tonight and played quite brilliantly. And they'll keep coming here. There is still time, but they need to try and do something now. Richie Asiata looked for an offload. McDermott thought about a little snipe down the blind. Asiata. Now Wilson again. 2.5 minutes remaining in the quarterfinals. Wilson, lovely ball, brilliant ball, upfield. Oh, Nongo was there. He was there on the shoulder, but it's a play on for the Chiefs. Turnover ball, Ioane. Josh Ioane puts the foot down. Ratima is at the moment gone for the Reds. Had broken them open, but once more the Chiefs managed to get a hold of the ball, and Damian McKenzie will look to play the percentages here and wind this one down. Fluke.
Missed it.
McDermott again. There's been a valiant performance by the Queensland Reds. They're over the ball here again. Ollie Norris told to use it.
You're off your feet.
McReight, Vunivalu, what a game he's had on the right wing. They snuck into the 8th spot to take on this brilliant team. And they have certainly played their part tonight. Still looking for a way through. And the ball has been turned over again. Another good counter up for the Chiefs. They look to blow their way in to the semi-finals. Retallick has added his energy. Oh, McKenzie just didn't know too much about that, but it's gone.
Knock on.
The way of the Chiefs, a knock-on advantage as we enter the final minute. And Leonard Brown hasn't had too much space tonight. Just straightens things up. And now they will keep this tight.
No, leave it. On the body. Let's use it.
Won't go further than one off here.
It's over from the knock-on.
Away for Dyer. Retallick lines up Arkoi. In the final 10 seconds, they've been the best this season by a stretch. And it's for moments when they're able to close games like this down. There's the hooter. One last carry for Ollie Norris. Retallick sends it back for Joshua on it. And the Chiefs march into the semi-finals of Super Rugby Pacific in 2023. A courageous effort from the Reds. They look to go back-to-back over the Chiefs this season, but in the end, it is the minor premiers who march on tonight in the postseason, and they win it by 29 points to 20.